welcome to the property news on Magic Bricks Now, India's first property channel. I'm Amata Balachandra. Let's take a look at the top headlines at this hour. The Delhi Development Authority or DDA is not allowing the Dwarka Expressway to be built. DDA sources tell Magic Bricks Now that the agency is not willing to hand over land it has acquired to the NHAI. This is the land along the expressway that is a Magic Bricks Now exclusive. Big win for JP home buyers waiting for homes for nearly 8 years. Supreme Court directs JP Group to give an alternate flat to some buyers, compensation to others in its Callapso Court project. Magic Bricks Now gets you exclusive details. And in another Magic Bricks Now exclusive, Mumbai, we tell you why your commute on the Western Express Highway is so harrowing. PWD officials tell us that the agency has not conducted any road repairs or maintenance work on this arterial road for the last 8 years. Straight up to our top story, the Delhi Development Authority does not want to hand over land it has acquired for the Dwarka Expressway. In fact, the National Highways Authority of India is still waiting for a response to a letter it wrote to the DDA in June. Deepa Rana gets us this exclusive report on the latest hurdle in building the Dwarka Expressway.
We've been told by the DDA and the sources in DDA that DDA is not even willing to give. See, there is this 1.5 kilometers of road which is there in Dwarka, and the total Dwarka Expressway is of 28 kilometers, which is going to connect Dwarka, Banesar, Gurgaon. And this is price road of 1.5 kilometers which DDA has acquired, and it is supposed to transfer that particular land to the National Highways Authority. Only then can the NHAI actually start construction. But our sources in DDA inform us that the Delhi Development Authority is unwilling to provide this land as they are not happy with the route which the NHAI has proposed in a letter which they wrote to be precise on June 25. And in fact, the NHAI chief engineer also informed us this, that they are willing to, construct the Dwarka Expressway only if the Huda as well as the DDA give them the particular land which the Haryana government had earlier promised. But it seems that it is going to take more time for Dwarka Expressway to be actually built, as both the Delhi Development Authority, the Delhi government as well as Huda are unwilling to cooperate with NHAI. Back to you.
Meanwhile, in Mumbai, the High Court has finally taken note on the poor quality of roads in Mumbai. On Friday, BMC told the court that it has shortlisted 5 companies which will repair the potholes on a trial basis. Remember, it was on the 8th of July when High Court had slammed BMC for using substandard materials, due to which the potholes kept on reappearing. My colleague Disha Shah, who tracks the BMC for us, gets us these exclusive details.
That's right. Mumbai civic body BMC on Friday told the High Court that it has shortlisted 5 companies on a trial basis who will repair potholes in the city. In fact, officials in the BMC told Magic Bricks Now that these 5 the materials of these 5 companies will be used to repair potholes on a trial basis as per the technology suggested by the Indian Road Congress. In fact, BMC also told High Court that after observing the repaired roads for the next 15 days, the civic body will finalize one company who will be in charge to fix potholes in the city of Mumbai. Let's not forget that it was just recently on 8th of July when the High Court had slammed BMC for using the substandard material, due to which the potholes kept reappearing. So basically this was on response to that. In fact, the court has also directed BMC to publish all the numbers of the road engineers of each of the 24 wards so that citizens know exactly whom to reach out to and complain about the poor quality of roads or potholes in the city. In fact, using the latest technology, High Court also directed the BMC that citizens can also upload pictures and send it via WhatsApp to road engineers concerned. In fact, the High Court has also asked BMC to take immediate action and not within 24 to 48 hours that the BMC has been claiming to repair the potholes till now. Lastly, High Court has asked BMC to decide on that one company's name in the next 15 days, and the next hearing is on 29th of July this year.
As your daily commute becomes an urban nightmare, Magic Bricks Now's relentless campaign forces the government to take notice.
बारिश के अंदर कभी आदमी गिर भी जाता है तो उसको महसूस भी नहीं होता कि इधर इतना बड़ा खड्डा है.
I've just been riding from Dockyard till Vadala now, and it's horrible. It's like playing musical chairs, actually, if you ask me.
We demanded that a single agency manage all of Mumbai's roads.
We just want a solution. We want a commitment and we want a solution on how soon and how quickly this can be solved.
अगर एक ही अथॉरिटी रहेगी तो हैंडल करने के लिए प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा.
And work begins on the ground.
आज से लेके 15 दिन तक का समय मैं दे सकती हूँ.
Within 15 days, short-term plan will be ensured, and before Ganpati, they will ensure that every road of the Mumbai city will be pothole free.
Magic Bricks now. Maximum city, maximum impact.
Keeping with the topic now, the PWD Department of Public Works Department tells us that no work has been done on the Western Express Highway in the last 8 years. Yes, Mumbai, that's why your drive home is so harrowing. Ruchi Deshpande gets us this exclusive.
No substantial road work repair on the Western Express Highway since 2008 by either the Maharashtra Public Works Department or the Bombay Municipal Corporation is what we at Magic Bricks now have found out from the Maharashtra Public Work Department officials themselves. The reason for this is that way back in 2008, the road mix used for Eastern Express Highway caused a couple of vehicles to slip. Hence, it was not used on the Western Express Highway. What they did use was a road mix that they claimed would last for 5 years and not cause any problems on the Western Express Highway, which is clearly not the case. The potholes are still rampant, which are causing a lot of problems on the Western Express Highway. What the PWD of Maharashtra government has, however, done is that every night, especially during the monsoons, they send a team to see which potholes on the Western Express Highway need to be filled. They go ahead, they do the needful, and then they come back. What PWD officials tell us is that while they ensure that the potholes are filled, they do not ensure a smooth road, since they cannot do the road patchwork since there is a lot of traffic, and plus the monsoons are on. So any kind of smooth roads that you may expect as a citizen will definitely have to wait by the PWD until they take care of it, until this monsoon gets over. So there is definitely no smooth road ahead on Western Express Highway as of now. Now, regarding the transfer of officials from Maharashtra PWD to the Bombay Municipal Corporation, PWD officials told us that while the state, it is a policy decision, it is still being mulled by the Maharashtra state government, and any and every meeting in this regard will definitely take place, but it will take place only after the monsoon is over, since they do not want to burden the Bombay Municipal Corporation with any additional responsibility to take care of the Western Express Highway and the Eastern Express Highway. Note that both Western Express Highway, Eastern Express Highway, as well as the Sion Panvel Expressway fall under the purview right now of the Maharashtra State Public Works Department.
Now, our campaign against project delays continues. Big win for JP Callapso court home buyers waiting for possession of their homes for the last 8 years. In a landmark judgment that gives hope to all home buyers stuck with project delays across India, the Supreme Court has directed developer JP Group to give alternate flats to some buyers, compensation to others in its Callapso court project. My colleague Deepa Rana, who's been following this case very closely, gets us the latest.
Today, the Supreme Court has given an order after an appeal was filed by the JP Group. Now, remember, on May 2, we had reported that it was the NCDRC who had given an order after some home buyers moved to NCDRC against delay in possession. At that time, NCDRC had asked JP Group to provide 12% penalty if they are delaying the possession of homes to each home buyer per annum. And after that, the JP Group had moved to Supreme Court, filing an appeal against the NCDRC order. And today, the Supreme Court has in fact asked the JP Group to provide security of 4 crore rupees in 2 weeks' time, and also provide possession to 35,000 home buyers by 2017. And to these 10 home buyers, they are going to provide alternative homes in other towers till the time their home is complete. At the same time, please remember that this is a 1,200-acre township that we are talking about in Noida, which has 35,000 homes and over 35,000 families that are stuck. And there are 25 societies which was flagged off in 2008, and till now the home buyers have been waiting to get their homes and nothing has come out. In fact, we have tried to reach out to the builder as well, but no response are we getting from the builder also.
Now, to give us more perspective on the case, we caught up with Advocate Sahil Sethi, who represented JP Callapso home buyers in the case earlier today. Listen in to what he had to say.
The NCDRC judgment definitely is a landmark judgment in the sense of setting the tone of what the commission thought was right to do in that case. Now, as you must be aware that the developer JP has challenged that judgment in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court in the interim has asked JP to deposit 4 crores within 2 weeks. And the matter will now come on the 3rd of August. So definitely, whatever may be the outcome of the judgment, it will definitely set the tone for all future cases to come. If an order has come from the Honorable Supreme Court, I hope they comply with it. Generally, for other buyers who are stuck in other projects or on other cases, I would suggest that all of them should forthwith get together and raise a collective voice. First, in terms of raising a collective voice with the developer, and if that doesn't work, then approaching the consumer forums, be it the state consumer forums or the national consumer forum in a group. I think that is an option that they can exercise.
The permission to build was not available for the first 2 years, then obviously the developer could not have possibly made that date of 36 months. Can there be a case of cheating here?
This conduct is clearly intent that he was aware he don't have the permission, he cannot take the money from the flat buyers, and despite of knowledge if he has taken, it's a clear-cut case of cheating.
They clearly say they don't have money, they don't have plan for building.
Why should he have to suffer for bad business decisions that a company like JP has taken?
Court might say it is your loan, you are liable to pay. Tomorrow the benefits of the loan you are going to get.
Builders should take the responsibility of paying the EMI. We are not running away from paying the EMI.
You have to be first clear that what exactly do you want from the court? Do you want the possession of your house or do you want refund?
First of all, I thank you, Magic Press, now to bring this show to the viewers who are the sufferers.
Only on Magic Bricks Now.
Moving on, good news coming in for Mumbaikars. Mumbai will be back to getting water supply 24/7 thanks to the good rainfall this year. Civic officials say water cuts could be rolled back as early as next week. Major areas in Mumbai have been facing water cuts since August last year. Disha Shah, who tracks BMC for us, gets us this update.
It could be a big relief for Mumbaikars as the civic body BMC is likely to withdraw 20% of the water cut that the city has been facing for a very long time. Let's not forget major pockets in Mumbai are facing 20% of the water cut since August last year, which is every alternate day. In fact, BMC officials told Magic Bricks Now that this year it has received enough and good rainfall, and in fact 7 lakes that supply water to the city of Mumbai has enough and adequate water left in stock, which is 7 months from now. That is 50% of the stock is already available. In fact, BMC officials also told Magic Bricks Now that the first priority will be given to residential areas. Let's not forget major pockets, residential areas in eastern suburbs like Bhandup, Kurla, Sion, and in the western suburbs like Kandivali, Borivali and Bandra are facing 20% of the water cut since August last year. So this could bring in a much needed relief to the residents staying in these areas, and only post that commercial establishments and areas will be taken into consideration, which faces 50% of the water cut. Lastly, BMC officials also told Magic Bricks Now that this decision will be decided as early as by next week. This is Disha Shah for Magic Bricks Now.
Let's also quickly take a look at what else is making headlines in the world of real estate. Lodha Group is in talks with Piramal Fund Management to raise about 1,500 crore rupee over the next few months. We learned that the funds are likely to be used to refinance existing debt and for construction finance. In May, Piramal Fund Management invested about 425 crore rupee in Lodha Group's Central Mumbai project. Additionally, we also learned that the deal is under discussion and the terms are likely to be finalized very soon. Tata Housing is in talks to sign a development management agreement with NCR-based developer Lotus Greens. As part of the tie-up, the two developers will jointly build a housing project in Noida. This move is expected to facilitate Tata Housing's entry into the Noida market. The mid-segment project, spread across 37 acres, will be part of the 300-acre Lotus Green Sports City Township in Sector 150. The first phase of the project is expected to be launched in mid-August this year. The centre has made a provision of 66.65 crore rupee for Haryana under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. The decision was announced in a meeting of state-level sanctioning and monitoring committees on Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Under the scheme, the union government will provide 40 crore rupee, while Haryana's government will provide 26.65 crore rupee. The scheme will be implemented in 2 phases. Additionally, the panel approved construction of 759 dwelling units for EWS and LIG families in Yamunanagar district at a cost of about 22 crore rupee. Bureau Report, Magic Bricks Now. Meanwhile, Telangana is planning to set up a new financial district in Hyderabad. Now, this will be similar to the likes of the IFSC in BKC Mumbai and Gift City in Ahmedabad. It aims to be the new hub for banking, financial services and insurance companies. My colleague Swesha Sawant gets us more details.
That's right, the Telangana government is planning to bring in a new financial district in Hyderabad. Now, we spoke with a couple of real estate consultants to get more details, and we were told that the areas that are being considered include Telapur, Vatinagulapalli and Puppalgura. Now, out of these areas, Telapur and Puppalgura are already residential areas themselves, and they're also well connected. So, we were told that in case in these areas, if the financial district comes about, then they are likely to see good growth in terms of real estate. They are eyeing an area of about 50 acres, but we were told that, right now it's a far-fetched process because the government is yet to acquire the land. This development can take about 6 to 9 months, and on the whole, for the financial district to set up, it's a long-term development which can go up to 10 years, but they said that, the government is eyeing this new financial district as the main hub for banking, finance sector and insurance sector, and for companies to really come in here, because the present finance district that is there near Gachibowli, that has companies which mostly have their back-end services there, but in the new financial district, they want to set it up as a hub for BFSI companies.
Now, earlier in the day, we also caught up with Ashutosh Limay, National Director Research at JLL India, who gives us more perspective on the impact this will have on Telangana property market.
Being the commercial and financial capital of the country, Mumbai offers the best talent that is required for these sectors to thrive. Now, Ahmedabad Gandhinagar, through Gift City project, were the first serious challengers to Mumbai's premier role of BFSI capital. And I think it's a very ambitious project, launched well. I think out of the 62 million square foot of the eventual capacity of this city, just under 2 million square foot is operational. And we still have some more area to fill in terms of the buildings that are completed. But yes, we have some notable tenants here. The Bombay Stock Exchange is going to start from Gift City as well, in addition to what it does in Mumbai. And some PSUs and government agencies have already moved in. Some private sector players also have moved in. So overall, I think Gift has started well. I think Hyderabad also scores well on that count. It's a cosmopolitan city, very easygoing. It's a city, perhaps the only city in India which is infrastructure surplus. So unlike other cities where real estate moves in first and infrastructure follows, this is a city where infrastructure is already in place. So I think it has got the great launch pad. Only thing is it will take time to attract the talent as a city. So I think it will succeed, but I think one has to give fair amount of time for the city to mature and attract this kind of sector. So I don't think it will be overnight success, but in longer run, I think it will be an equally strong competitor. As we are moving into future, financial services and technology are getting closer. Earlier, technology had a limited role, but we are seeing that financial sector heavily employs latest technology. So one actually needs a combination of skill set, the financial skills as well as the IT or technical skills. And I think Hyderabad stands a good chance of offering that kind of combination. Also, I think KPOs and also BFSI to come in, I think it it is more comfortable if the talent comes from all over the country, because that neutralizes a particular regional accent or a certain typification of the talent. So from that perspective, I think after Bangalore, Hyderabad is the second most attractive city in South India. And I think in terms of infrastructure, the support and very proactive government, I think it should compete well.
Shifting focus to Delhi now, faster, smoother commute on the cards from South Delhi to the Delhi airport. The Delhi government has approved the project report for Phase 4 of the Delhi Metro. Now, the proposed corridors are Ratala Narela, Indralok Indraprastha, Tughlakabad Terminal 1, Lajpat Nagar Saket G Block, Janakpuri West RK Ashram and Mukundpur Maypur. Construction will begin in the next year. The proposed Phase 4 project is expected to add about 105 km to the existing metro network and will add up to 450 km on completion on Phase 4. Shifting focus to interiors now. If you're bored at looking at the same old flooring in your house, then this is the right show to watch. On this week's interior show, Aditi Singh catches up with Ayush, who owns a store, Cocoon, that exclusively sells rugs and carpets.
Ayush, now tell me, first thing that comes to my mind when I enter this store is that, the decor is so warm and cozy. You have dim lights. So is that really important? Does that make a difference?
We wanted the gallery to have the vibe of an art gallery, to be honest. Like I mentioned, these are pieces of art that they take many, many months to make. And so the way we are presenting them, we wanted these to come across as pieces of art. So hence the layout, hence the look of the gallery as well, and the pieces that we've selected ourselves.
Yeah. Also, as you said, the layout is designed in a way that actually helps your customers make a very informed choice, right?
Exactly. What we've done with the rugs is none of them are rolled up and kept. Everything is open. So if someone is in the gallery, they want to look at all the rugs. All they have to do is say this is a size or this is the style we like. And our team is more than happy to walk them through the different collections. So it was very important that we did.
Now, you had already given us a brief description of the key products that you have.
Right.
So can we start having a closer look at them?
Absolutely. Let's do that. So the different styles, as I mentioned, that was more the transitional style. This is from our street art collection, which is very graphic, very cutting edge. Great for a bachelor pad or a single
young couples,
study, a young couple's home, for example, as well. So very bold, very cutting edge, with letters sort of scribbled, the idea of graffiti basically. So we have stuff like that. And then of course we have beautiful patchwork rugs that we do. These are pieces of old vintage rugs that have been stitched together, and the original colors of the patches were stripped off, and then an overdye, a new color is basically been given to revive these old pieces of rugs.
With that, we've completely run out of time here on the Property News on Magic Bricks Now. Thank you for watching.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at Magic Bricks Now. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.